Okay, remember that they're changing my voice. In this video series, I will prove definitively that what they're doing in the cities, the themes of the cities, the activities, the social engineering, is not in anyone's best interest, and they're way off. Not just currently, but historically. San Francisco in the 90s was also way off. San Jose, Los Angeles, you name it. So historically and currently, at every point in American history, what they've been doing in their cities is way off. And I believe that the masses of people are capable of seeing that I'm right. And if I was given a strong platform, they're capable of supporting my arguments. Maybe there's a small group of people who are far too self-deluded and petty and immature and pathetic and childish and on and on and on to see that I'm right and to admit it and to take action. I don't know, but certainly the masses of the people are fully capable of seeing that I'm right. And this is supposed to be a democracy, right? So in this intro, I'm going to give you 3 points. The next video arguably is more important and interesting than this video, but this video is very important. Point number 1, I disagree with them. I know that white, Jewish, and LGBT washing of the major cities and Santa Cruz, right, which is not such a major city, but it's arguably the only significant theme park on a beach in all of the West Coast, not just California. Okay, so they're white, Jewish, and LGBT washing of the major cities in Santa Cruz and places like that. And the ghetto washing of other cultures, in their cities especially, is wrong. Their comparison game is wrong. So again, I disagree with them. I don't just think, I know that white, Jewish, and LGBT washing, you might call it Luciferian washing, but that makes it more complex. Okay, we'll get into why white, Jewish, and LGBT cultural imperialism is like the biggest problem on the planet later on in the series. But for now, I'm just going to make these 3 points brief and we'll get into them later. I disagree with them. I know that white, Jewish, and LGBT washing of the major cities in Santa Cruz and the ghetto washing of other cultures in the cities is wrong. Now, what I mean by that is like Carlton from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air back in the day. He was whitewashed. Will Smith was whitewashed. In Boys in the Hood, Ice Cube and these guys were ghetto washed. Menace to Society, they're ghetto washed. They naturally wouldn't choose to be either of those ways if they had sound-brained activity, if they were raised right. What does it mean to be ghetto? What does it mean to be whitewashed? Can you imagine Carlton manning up in the pinnacle of morality, going beyond Martin Luther King? No, because that white spirit, again, I'm not racist, I'm part white racially, that white spirit doesn't go to the point of righteousness. It doesn't, much less righteous intensity. No white person or someone in a white spirit has ever been known to be righteous, ever. Not once. Not even Kennedy. He started to approach it in some ways, but he was playing the theater art game. Righteousness is a very potent word, right? Righteous is like godly. It's holy. And it's holy in a way that goes beyond the churches. The churches are just playing a theater arts game. We'll get to that more later on. If you're being honest with yourself right now, you agree. Again, I was engaged to a female who's white. I'm part white. I'm not racist. I'm like the referee. I'm black and white. I'm wearing black and white, so to speak, but my spirit is not of this world. It's pure sun yellow, not racial yellow, pure sun, symbolizing God yellow. That's one way to look at it. Another way is yellow, blue, and white, but not white racially. Point number 2, I disagree with them again. I know that people should have this explained to them in an effective manner, and they should have a logical, moral, and constructive debates. Point number 3, Ver in virtue means man. Your social status doesn't make you a man. Your money doesn't make you a man. How many chicks you date doesn't make you a man. How important you pretend you are doesn't make you a man. Ver in virtue means man. how virtuous you are in reality, in reality, in reality. That's what makes you a man if you're male. And if you're female, that's what makes you a woman if you're female. And when someone is virtuous like me, like I am, and say females with money, or they have a fancy corporate job, act like they're better than me, they play themselves out like a dumb bitch. There's no other way it could be. If you just simply play the game and try to derive importance from the game, from your salary, from your corporate status, from your quote-unquote social status, okay, in the construct, the psychological construct, you are like a little kid playing dolls. You're pretending, you're fake, you're artificial, you're superficial. It is depth of character. It is moral precision that makes somebody great. Thank you.